The lynching of Sam Hose occurred on April 23, 1899 in Coweta County, Georgia. The case against Hose began when his employer, Alfred Cranford, was found dead on April 12, 1899. Cranford had been brutally murdered, and his wife, Mattie Cranford, claimed that Hose was the culprit. She alleged that Hose had not only killed her husband, but had also raped her. Later evidence suggested this was most likely not the case. The evidence against Hose was based entirely on the testimony of Mattie Cranford, who claimed that Hose had confessed to the crimes. However, there were serious questions about the reliability of her testimony, as she had been found to be mentally unstable in the past. There was also not much physical evidence. Despite this, Hose was never given a fair trial. Instead, he was captured by a group of white vigilantes and subjected to brutal torture. The details of his lynching are such. First, the mob stripped him naked, castrated, and removed the skin from his face. Members of the mob took turns stabbing and beating him before pouring kerosene over his body and burning him alive. Members of the mob took turns mutilating his body, and many took body parts as souvenirs. Even his lungs and hearts were taken out and sold. A piece of liver went for 10 cents, while fragments of bone went for 25 cents. His knuckles were reportedly sold at the local supermarket. Later investigations found that Hose killed his employer in self-defense. He was apparently getting ready to take off work to take care of his sick mother. His employer became aggressive and pointed a gun at him because he did not want him to take off work. Sam, who was working with an axe at the time, threw it, striking and killing his employer. The rape allegation was made up to incite people to extreme violence. As was customary at the time, no one was ever held accountable for the crime against Sam Hose. Over 2,000 people watched.